When you're watching all this going on, how do you think about the press as a founder with not a lot of investors and, a ton of revenue? Do you even bother with the press? Do you have a press strategy? How do you look at the press as somebody with an at-scale business?
Obviously the press is important because they can help amplify a story. So if you can do it well, then it's advantageous. But it is tricky. You're competing with things that get clicks. And so, there's a lot of hardworking people in press that are trying to write good stories, do good work. But as a culture, as a society, we like watching a train wreck.
Right.
And so it's hard when you're running one of these business saying hey, I want to write a feel-good story when as a culture, that's not what we want to watch. We love watching this. People dunk on each other. That's what we like. And so I think there's more systemic problem here where it's like as a society, how can we get our attention more on things that actually are generating positive, good things happening in society and try and just move more that direction instead of, watching things fall apart all around us.
Yeah. Is the ascension of podcasting, because you kind of alluded to this, Monique, and I think it's a really interesting and subtle point. The ascension of podcasting, in a way, is a reaction to the dissension and the degrading of journalism in print or journalism in text. They're not making any money there. They're quoting us out of context there. They're desperately trying to get clicks, so they will spin the stories to be as tribal and aggressive as possible, sometimes to the point, as in this case, where it's just it's a serious story and they made it goofy. Mm-hmm. You could really lean on Silicon Valley to give you very good insights. You could have gone to Google, you could have gone to Facebook and said, hey, do you have any data on how coronavirus is being talked about, and does that relate in some way to how this is spreading? There's so many ways you could spin this.